I knew he's gonna wild out and he's gonna do something crazy. Everybody want to know what I would do if I didn't win. I guess we'll never know.
The best way to fight the demons that chase you in the night is to stop and turn around. Turn around. Face them. Man up.
Go to that dark place. I call it the dark room, where you're alone. No cell phones, no music, no TVs, no computers. You by yourself.
All right, guys, we just left the gym right now. We're hitting it. What time is it? It's fucking 10 p.m. 10 p.m. at night. And I want to go over a few things. First of all, it's not you, it's the market. And what I mean by that is right now the market is moving probably the most uncertain that I've seen in the last, I would say 2-3 years. And that's because of a few things, and we can go over that, but I really don't care to go over that because it boils down to two things. One, what's going to happen in the long term? And then two, what's going to happen short term next week? The answer to both of those questions are this. First answer, long term, it's always going to go up. Who gives a fuck? Build your portfolio and your long portfolio, right? Buy, never sell, let it go up. Second one, right, is what's happening next week. You're rolling with me next week. The thing is, who cares what happened next week? It's because we have the RicoCap zones. We have levels. We have charts that I post and you're following, and you're going to always be on the right side of the trades. My core members right now are the ones constantly posting the members gains with me, constantly only playing the zone, SPY and QQQ, constantly following the zones. It's not that hard. All you have to do is stay disciplined, which a lot of you are not disciplined, and that's where you're losing. You want to play other names, you want to do other things, which why would you want to do that? You want to make money, or do you just want to trade? If you want to trade, you're going to lose because you think you're right and the market will humble you. A lot of times it's going to move not the way you think it's going to move. And that's just the reality of it. So I want to start this video off by saying those two things, and that my core members are always going to stick with me and they're going to ride with me because I show my P&L. I showed all of March what I was up 80-90% of my portfolio. And that's just sticking with the zones, right? And I want to go over one other thing too. When I talk about sizing, a lot of y'all ask me what I should be sizing. Listen, if you're with $1,000 account or less, you need to be entering slowly in the position. If you enter two contracts and then it goes your way, you can sell for the gain, whatever the gain is. If it doesn't go your way and you can still understand what's going on in the trade, you can then add your full position and then get out with a gain. You know, it's not averaging down, it's averaging in. It's understanding the zones, it's understanding the levels, right? Because you're not going to get the perfect entry, like you're not going to get the perfect exit. So that's one thing I can share with you, how I consistently make money in the market is sizing that way as well, right? Being able to say my entry might not be perfect. Now, if I get in with 10 contracts and sometimes my position starts taking off and all I have is the 10 contracts, that's fine. I'll make a couple $100. Who cares? You guys are trying to make $1 million off $1,000. It's not going to happen. Don't be crazy, right? So
it's not been easy for me. It has not been easy for me. And, you know, I started off in Brooklyn. My father gave me a small loan of $1 million.
I wanted to share those two things, and I'm going to go over a couple examples on the charts and things like that. But Saturday night, right, I'm showing y'all the life right now. I'm going to start showing y'all more of my life, how we do things, how I do things. And how you want to be consistent in the market, because winning in the market starts with winning in your real life. That means mental health. That means working out. That means doing positive, healthy things. And if you're not doing that, then you're losing. And I know you're probably seeing I'm in the drive-thru right now. If you want to show the drive-thru, I'm in the drive-thru right now. I'm getting a little bit of cheat meal. It's all good. It's all good. Me and my girl, mostly my girl's just gonna get something for her. Yeah, I've been on it 2 days. I'm hitting 2 days in the gym, whatever. I'm showing y'all the life, right? Going on vacation in 2 weeks, so I'm about to dial in with the diet, and I'm gonna show y'all how I trade, you know, in the mornings, and then of course I'll be trading 1 day on vacation, so I'm gonna show y'all and film that. So like, comment, subscribe. Let's get into the charts.
All right, what's up, guys? This is kind of what I wanted to get more into as far as my point being with sizing and entry. So we're gonna go over kind of QQQ on this day. This was what, Thursday? So say you ended up shorting here, right? Expecting a rejection here. Now, say you did not enter your full position, right? You entered slowly. You just entered a few contracts to see what would happen, right? And of course, we got ahead here, and really, it kind of squeezed you a little bit. Now, this would have been an entry right here where you got to supply and you entered your full position, and notice that if your average came all the way back up to here, this rejection out right here, you would have been up, and then of course this rejection out where it came all the way back down to 481, 40 so easily a solid dollar move out right there. You would be a win on that. You have to understand your levels. Now, say you don't do that, you entered a few contracts here, puts, expecting it to go down, and you got squeezed up here. Say, you're like, okay, let's not stop out for a loss. Let's understand what's going on here. Let's see what sellers do up here at the top of the supply, because we're getting to supply here, right? Say you're tagging supply and you didn't want to play this, but you did see that they are here. Sellers were here and they kind of showed it right there. Okay, well, let's see kind of what happens next. And so we're still early in the day. It's only been an hour and a half. And so you wait till we get up here. Once you see kind of this rejection, you end up entering your full position on the puts. Now, you enter that full position on the puts, bringing your average to about, down to where anything under, I would say, back out of this zone, back out of this supply, you're going to be making money. And so notice how, you get your full entry here. Your average would say, would be very close to being up here. So any move out of this, you're going to bank off that. And notice how, you could be in a winning position. All you have to do is stay patient and understand where you are in the market. And this is why I find so much success and constantly, stay winning, is because, sure, guys, members seeing this, a lot of my trades do start working fast and immediately, because I wait, for certain prices and certain levels to get to. Like this, I wouldn't even entered there. I would have just waited till up here, slammed it, and then of course, got that move down. And that's usually what the members are looking for. But in this market, things are kind of changing. Say I entered here, a little bit of the position and waited to see what would happen. Now, say it rejected here and came all the way down, then we're up on the position. It's a small size. I would have took the win. That's what I'm talking about taking the win, not expecting more. I don't think I would have added more. Unless we really opened up back under this 481 level, then I would have probably added a little bit more for that rejection down. But I like to just enter the position. If it starts working, it starts working. If not, then I know I haven't entered my full position, and I'll wait for that better entry, which is, I know I'm kind of jumping the gun, or maybe I want to wait for, our edge, which is the RicoCap zones, wait for the actual supply. Sometimes, when you see a play like this, we don't actually come up to the supply. We will reject and come down. So I would like to slowly enter my position, because say I didn't enter here and I was wanting to wait up here and it rejected and came all the way down. I wouldn't have taken a trade, and now now I'm an hour and a half, an hour into market open, and I haven't taken a trade. So you kind of have to take that shot, what could happen, what couldn't happen, right? We did see the previous day it did reject up here, came all the way back down. We pretty much did the same exact thing. So you kind of have to look out for that, and that's kind of the point I'm kind of getting at, as far as understanding your sizing, understanding where you are in the market, and trusting your zones, right? Of course, now if this, you entered here and then it broke up and kind of kept going, then more than likely, of course, I'm stopping out. If we opened up, higher up here and then kept going to our target up there, but I knew sellers were up there and we would reject. So a lot of people, getting frustrated because you're entering, and these are members that, are not core members. These are people that just kind of sign up to the service and then, get frustrated off of like one loss, two losses, which is insane, because they're full porting each of my plays, and it works until, I'm not perfect. And of course, we take a loss, sticking to our rules. But again, this is a winning trade as long as you stay patient and understand where you are, because easily those same people would enter puts here, got squeezed, stopped out, got pissed, destroyed everything, and then checked the market an hour later and saw that their puts would have been up. They would have made money, and all they had to do was nothing. All they had to do was sit back. So that's kind of what I wanted to highlight on this. The sizing, right? If you're not completely sure, enter slowly and wait for, that confirmation. If you're completely sure, because there's plenty of positions where I enter full size and get it going, and let it go, So it's super easy as far as, you know, recognizing the setups you win on continuously. If you're just kind of, you know, on the fence about it, then no harm in just kind of entering a little bit and seeing what would happen. And then if you win on the position immediately, then you win. If it goes against you a little bit, then you can reassess and say, all right, I can either take a small loss if I just don't feel like, you know, continuing with this position, or I could wait till the real entry here and then slam it when it's time, which is, you know, you'll see it up here. You know, you'll see when, you know, the trend shifts and you can tell, you know, things are on your side. So, yeah, just wanted to give you all a quick update on that's kind of the rant I was trying to go on right there. So, I've given you guys all the levels, everything you need. All you got to do is, you know, make sure your charts are right, have the RicoCap zones, check the game plans every night, and be ready to ride with me.
I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody. The double champ does what the he wants.